Today I'm going to be looking at how to get my Bissell Pro Heat carpet cleaner working. A friend just gave me this Bissell Pro Heat. They said water's not squirting out, so I'm going to see if I can fix that. Make sure you have water in your bladder and in your soap dispenser. Make sure the cover is locked in place. We'll test it out. Getting nothing. And this is electrical, so before you start working, please make sure you unplug your machine. You will be tipping your machine on its back, so make sure you take out your dirty water tank. Next, you'll unscrew these two screws right here that hold the handle attachment. You must fully remove the screws before you can take the handle off. And then I also removed the two screws in the back that are holding the hose attachment coil in place. And then after removing the hose, there's two more screws in the back towards the bottom that we'll remove so we can remove the cover. And then after removing the screws, I laid it back down on its back towards the top here where you had originally removed the top handle. You can push in on that, and then that will just pop open, and you can pop the cover off, and then we can get at the heater. And now I've removed those wires, virtually just lifting up on the cover here, and it'll just pop right out. And this is the part we want to get to, so it's just laying right in there. And some rubber stoppers. We will unscrew these 7 screws just to get in here, and there'll be some corrosion in here we'll clean up. We'll clean up through the hose links here. Now after I had just taken those off, what I had to do is I had to get my screwdriver in there and twist a little bit just so that I could get in there and get under that cover so I could pry it off. And then as you can see, there's a lot of corrosion in here, the white that's along the edges, so we'll have to clean that up. And inside this tube right here, I can see that there's a lot of corrosion leading into that one as well, which might be stopping some of our flow. And this is pretty bad right here. And then I went to just clean this with my screwdriver, and as I came through, it's all gunked up right there, if you can see that. Before I get too involved, get some towels. I just put some towels underneath it here, and then I can just turn it upside down and drain it directly onto the towel so it doesn't leak everywhere. So now I've cleaned most of this large stuff out, so I'll finish cleaning this with a vinegar solution so that will neutralize that. And here you can see all that I've scraped out. Now I've cleared it all out, I've cleaned off the cover, and I'm just going to start assembling it again. Now that I've screwed the back on, I'm going to attach the hoses. I disconnected 2 wires, I'll reattach those, and then I'll put the cover back on. When you realign that cover back on, make sure that these rubber seals go and fit right up inside the fitting where they're supposed to, otherwise your cover won't attach properly. Screw in the bottom 2 screws, and then you will reattach the 2 screws at the bottom of the hose harness. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop these screws in here. I'll tighten them down. There will be there's a hex nut on the back side of the attachment clip that you'll see where that goes. It's right on the back side. And then here's the moment of truth. Turn the power on. So as you can see, I have it on now. Water's coming out here on both sides, sucking up. So it's working. And it's important to note, I'm doing this out here in the garage on concrete. I left my bucket and everything in. I suggest, and you can see I have some leakage here. Take it out, do it somewhere where we don't have to worry about leaking. So now that I got it working, the only thing that I really have to do is, you can see I have the strap here that he gave to me with it on, and I'll just have to get a new harness for the hose, and I should be able to get that off of eBay, possibly Amazon, and I'll have a fully operational machine.